Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition of your midday moment with Dr. Larry Carnes, Elder Kevin Vaughan here with you, Doc. Optimum blessings to you, sir. Always good to see you. God bless you.
I receive an optimum blessing to you.
I received. Thank you so much, Doc. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for those listening live right now. Appreciate your time. You guys are amazing out there. And those listening later on, thank you so much for being a part of Midday. Hey, for those who don't know, because I know some new folks be coming on, you say, what's this all about? Well, we've been talking about the power of transformation and the transformational process. And the goal, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know the short version, the real short version is to get you to your optimum self, not just one time, but each and every day. As I listened to Miles Monroe earlier, Doc, always be learning, folks. Always learn something new. I don't care what it is. Learn something new today. No matter what it is that you didn't know yesterday. And there's so many ways to do that. So, hey, one of the ways is your midday as we talk about the power of transformation. Hey, Dr. Carnes is with us. Thank you so much, Doc, for your time. This is your midday, folks.
Optimum blessings. Thank you. Want to extend the optimum blessings to those of you who are watching. We do that by decreeing and declaring the greatest and most favorable degree of the
Yes.
Creator's increased growth and reproduction. We declare that it's continuously operating, manifesting, and being demonstrated in every area of your lives. You would be wise to receive that. I receive it for myself. As we talk about transformation, the process of transformation,
Yes,
and
sir.
the ongoing process of transformation, I was jotting some things down a few days ago, and I
Hmm.
thought I'd share that with you because the process of transformation gets better day by day.
Yes, it does,
And
Doc.
that's what you have to understand, that it's a progressive thing.
Yes, sir.
And so you progress through the process of
Hmm.
transformation. And as
Hmm.
you progress through the process of transformation, you must come to understand this, that
Yeah.
renewing the spirit of your mind doesn't happen overnight.
All right.
That's going to be progressive also.
Yes, sir.
Process and the process of transformation is progressive, and that progression takes place over time. So, one of the things that you have to avoid is getting frustrated during your process of transformation. It may appear that nothing's being transformed. Well, what's taking place here is that you have to separate from that which is in order to connect to
Yeah.
that which has the potential to be. Very
Mhm.
important. So there's a separation and a connecting that's
Mhm.
taking place at the same time. Now, what that can do, it can foster some degree of confusion because you're not sure what's going on. You're not
Right.
certain because you're coming into an understanding of the process. And the
Mhm.
process can be mind shattering at times. You
Yeah.
get to a place of confusion because you don't know where you are. There's a disorientation that's connected to the process of transformation. You
Mhm.
get disoriented because you're no longer here, but you're not there. So you're sort of like wondering. Well, that's common. So don't get
Mhm.
frustrated with that. Now,
Mhm.
the process of transformation gets better day by day.
Mhm.
It doesn't happen overnight, so it's
That's
going to
right,
be
Doc.
progressive as you are mastering your mindset.
Yeah.
Here's something else. Transformation and the renewing of your mind occurs in small improvements, small stages.
Mhm.
So it's a progressive thing. Don't look for huge increments of transformation
Right.
because that way you couldn't see, you can't stand that quantum leap all at once.
Mm-mm.
That can be
Mm-mm.
damaging.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
progressive improvement means that you want improvements that are sustainable.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah, Doc.
process of transformation is a sustainable process that
Yeah.
takes place in small increments.
Yeah.
Transformation is scalable. You can measure your
Mhm.
transformational
Mhm.
process.
Mhm. Mhm.
So it's scalable, which means that it increases effectively over
Mhm.
time. Watch this now, without
Mhm.
losing its momentum.
Mhm. Mhm.
So there's going to be a progressive increase over time.
Mhm.
It doesn't lose momentum because you didn't start out like it's a sprint. The process of transformation isn't a
Yeah.
sprint.
Yeah.
The process of transformation is a marathon. And here's the thing, you must be committed to the process and to endure
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah.
Something that's here, it doesn't lose its momentum, it's attainable and it's realistic. So
Hmm.
now when I think about the process of transformation, I revert to my coaching training and coaching
Yeah.
practices.
Yeah.
And so you want to grow smart during your process of transformation. Grow, you have to set a goal. Where do you want to be? See, when you set a goal, you're going to identify your area of transformation to begin with.
Yeah, Doc.
And you want to grow there. So you're going to set a goal. Now you have to ask yourself, how realistic is this goal that I'm setting? Because you can put unrealistic expectations on yourself.
Hmm.
And you can allow external barriers to put unrealistic expectations on you. So, during your
Hmm.
process of transformation, you must ask yourself, how realistic is it for what I'm trying to achieve, what I'm
Right.
striving to achieve? The
Yeah.
next thing you have to ask yourself, well, what are my options? See, during your process, there are options. You set a goal. How realistic is that goal? Now, what are your
Hmm.
options to obtaining that goal?
Yeah.
You must give yourself options because if you put it out there too far to think that you're going to accomplish something in a short period of time,
Hmm.
that's really takes long term.
Hmm.
See, you need a long term perspective. Now you have to look at the options. So my options are I can do this at this window, and then I'm going to have another window. So if
Hmm.
I don't achieve it in this window, I don't feel like a failure
Hmm.
because there are things unexpectedly that will come up. The process of transformation will have things to occur that you don't expect.
Right.
And then there are life exceptions, life expectancies. There are some things that will occur because you're still living during your process of becoming.
Yeah.
And life will throw some curveballs. So when that curveball comes,
Yeah, Doc.
because it may be something that you didn't expect, but you don't
Right.
allow that thing to derail you because you expect to have some unexpected occurrences.
Right.
So you don't allow that thing to derail you.
Right.
Now, how
Right.
willing are you to stick to it?
Yeah.
So it's scalable. Now, when you set that goal, now you must be specific. See, you want to set
Hmm.
your goal. This is what we call, you want to grow smart in the coaching world.
Hmm.
Now, be very specific. You have identified your area that you want to be work on for transformation. Be very specific. Now, measurable. How are you going to measure it? Well, you have
Hmm.
to know where you started, and then you have to know where you are and what you're
Right.
striving to get to.
Yep.
It has to be measurable. Is it achievable? Can you actually achieve this thing?
Hmm. Hmm.
The next thing is this one may be kind of interesting.
Hmm.
How relevant is it to your I amness, to the
Hmm.
totality of who you are?
Hmm.
See what you're striving for. How relevant is it to the completed you,
Yeah,
the
Doc.
healed you, the whole you, the transformed you? And
Hmm.
then it's time sensitive.
Hmm.
See, it just can't be ongoing, 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 ongoing,
Hmm.
ongoing. No, it has to be time sensitive. So
Hmm.
now you have to do something with that. Well, those are things that we do with our training, with our coaching, and all those things. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Sustainable. When it's sustainable, that means that transformation will be generational.
Yes,
So
sir.
now that sustainable transformational process that takes place in you must be generational. Transformation is not transactional. You have to get that one. It's not a transaction. Transformation deals with legacy.
Hmm.
And so that's very important. So when you're doing that, I want you to remember to always out love, out serve, out forgive each other. Optimum blessings to you.
Doc, that's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, guys, what Doc was talking about, guys, you can look it up, right? You see that behind me there. That's online. You can check it out. I highly recommend you study that area too as well, a little bit.
Yeah, see, but without training in that, that
Yeah.
doesn't, they won't understand that. See,
Right,
that
right.
takes intense training. And that's the thing with social media today. They put
Yeah.
all this stuff out. You can go get a picture, you can get a slide, but you haven't
Yeah.
been trained.
Right.
And it takes
Exactly.
training to understand how to navigate this thing. I have thousands and thousands of dollars and years
Yes.
of hands-on training through
Absolutely, Doc.
an organization that's certified by the
Yeah.
International Coaching Federation. So
Hmm.
that's where my insights come from, and
Yeah.
I'll say it very humbly. That's where my expertise
Yeah.
comes from.
Yeah.
That's why I
Absolutely.
can help a person navigate because you can get information from every place, but the
Yeah. Yeah.
information without the intense hands-on training and how to properly use it, it won't do
Yeah.
you good.
That's exactly right, Doc. I love it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, because Doc and I were in quality for years. Years. I used to teach this in my working for an employer. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a powerful area, but I had to get trained before I could train other folks, like ladies and gentlemen. But you want to at least look up the information. Then you're going to have to get a coach, right? Get somebody. I want you to get familiar with the term, but then you're going to have to get with a Dr. Carnes or myself and learn more about how this applies to your business, how it applies to your life, and also how you use it properly, because there is a proper technique. And that's what Doc just shared with you guys. You need a coach, you need a trainer, somebody who knows how to apply this to what you're trying to get and achieve. Hey, guys, I was taking some notes here as a process. Doc, this is so important, folks. You cannot give up. He brought that up earlier, folks. It's not overnight. You're going to have some wins. You may not have anything happening for a while, but you can't give up in the process of transformation. The other area I wrote down too, Doc, while you was talking, never say this is not working. You say, like you said earlier, Doc, you don't know. Some days you don't know if it's working or not, right? But I tell you, it's working. It is working behind the scenes. It's amazing. You don't even necessarily know that, but I can tell you the only way I know that, Doc, and I love your teaching on reaction versus response, because life comes up, folks. Things happen every day. That's just part of life. That's okay. But your response or your reaction is key. And Doc, that's another whole class I think that people need to learn about too. What reaction, the difference between the two. And but that's powerful teaching that you taught me specifically on how to respond and how to react. The difference between the two. So thank you so much for that, Doc. So guys, it's so important that you do get a coach though in this area as we talk about the power of transformation. Now, the short version that I always remember for me, guys, is that you must have somebody to help you, right? To do that, you must learn more about what Doc does in this area. He is probably one of the best in the world in this area because of what he does in his teaching and coaching style, if you will. But I highly recommend you do that, guys, and get more information about what we're talking about. And as we talk about the power of transformation, folks, it is also something that we need each and every day. The goal is to get you to your best self yet. That's really what it's all about. My goal, personal goal, was how can I get better each and every day?
Mm.
And there's so many different areas, guys, that we could talk about. And another thing, there's some great nuggets that you have to go back and listen to some. But one of the other nuggets that Doc always shared is that this process is just for me, folks. You cannot get any help. I shouldn't say you get any help, but this process is on me, folks. It's on me to work on me each and every day. And the one I had to get over, Doc, as you already know, is that you cannot blame nobody, man. You can't blame nobody else. Can't. I don't care what happened to you, what people said, what they didn't do, what they did do. It don't matter. I had to work on me, ladies and gentlemen. And that one right there, I said, there's nothing wrong with me. But that's not the point. The point is that your goal is to get better and better each and every day, folks. But you can't help you can't look at other people and figure out how I'm going to get better. You can't do that, folks. That's a powerful area, Doc. You got to look internally, folks. You got to peel your own onion. Man, Doc, that's a good class right there. You got to peel yourself to find yourself sometime. Always remember that. That's pretty cool. But thank you so much, Doc, for the teaching. Always got to give you props while you're here with us as well. Thank you so much for that wonderful teaching in that area. It's all internal, folks, but the external will grow. And believe me, you will benefit each and every day. But never give up, folks. And also know that it is working behind the scenes. Just incredible. Doc, thank you so much for this teaching. Incredible.
You're welcome. Thank you. I was thinking as you were talking, transformation and the process of transformation is sort of like muscle memory. When you're
Mm,
an athlete and you're going
yeah.
through your different drills and things of that nature, it
Yes,
becomes like muscle memory. You just remember.
yeah.
I was up, it was about 1:30 a.m. this morning.
Hmm.
and I was doing something.
Yes, sir.
But now I'm gonna show you. See, this is how I do. This is what does. This is what works for me when I'm doing
Yeah.
stuff. You
Yeah.
know, as you know, I cook, and I go and do a Christian television show where I cook and I ministry
Yep.
in the kitchen. So I
Yep.
was up, and this thing had come to me. Said, okay, I had two things. I was thinking, do I want to make a banana pudding, or
Hmm.
do I want to make what's called a Hawaiian pudding? I was talking to my son over the phone yesterday, and I was
Hmm.
talking to him. I said, man, I was thinking about doing this Hawaiian pudding I used to make. He said, Dad, I remember that.
I love
And so he remember when I used to make it. Now he cooks.
it.
And
Yeah.
so at 1:30 a.m., as I was meditating, thinking about some things,
Hmm.
I put together the Hawaiian pudding.
Yeah.
Banana pudding, Hawaiian pudding. Well,
Hmm.
one of the processes would be quicker than the other process,
Right.
but I'm going to accomplish what I set out to accomplish. So
Hmm.
I put together, now I didn't have the recipe written down,
Right.
but muscle memory, it was in my mind.
Hmm. Hmm.
When I began to tap into the essence of my I amness and the
Yeah.
spirit of my mind, all of it came back.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
that has been accomplished because the pudding is in the refrigerator.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
complete.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did it
Yeah.
take? I had to remember
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I had done to be
Yeah.
successful in the
Yeah.
past
Yeah. There you go.
because it was a part of my I amness, although
Yeah.
I hadn't done it in a while.
Yeah.
It was internal. See,
Yeah.
that's the process. Now
Yeah.
that's the power of transformation.
Yeah.
When it
Yeah.
becomes internal, when it's
Yeah.
in you, and when
Yeah.
something comes up that you need to remember, what
Right.
did I do to be
Right.
successful the
Yeah.
last time?
Yeah.
I need to apply those same principles now, and I'll
Yeah.
be successful in my now.
Yeah, Doc.
And I
Powerful.
and so I just wanted to use that. And that, see that
Yeah.
was it. I
Yeah.
hadn't made that in years. Didn't have the recipe
Right.
written down.
Right.
But it began to come back, to come back, to come
Ooh.
back. And
Wow.
I began, and I just put it together.
Yeah.
The proof
Yeah.
is in there. I could
That,
say this, the proof is in the pudding. Well, the proof is in the pudding because it's in the
exactly.
refrigerator.
Exactly. You got the results you wanted. I love it, Doc. That's powerful. That's a great analogy there. I wrote down, Doc, while you was talking here, a recall factor. I don't know what else I can put with that, but it's a recall factor that we all have, I believe. And as we talk about the power of transformation, you got to understand, folks, things are going to come up in your life, whatever it is. It don't matter what it is. Whatever it is, you got to have a recall factor as what you learned the last time, like Doc just said. And that's what helps
Yeah.
me, Doc, too, as well, tremendously. Man,
For
amazing.
your successes. Yeah. Recall
Yeah,
your successes,
yeah,
not your failures.
that's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, I'm not interested in that part. I'm interested in moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
In the elder, and see, that's something that people have been socialized and modified to look on
yeah,
those things where they did not
right,
accomplish what they wanted
right.
to accomplish.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a defeated mindset. The
yeah,
power of transformation, the process of transformation,
yeah,
you
yeah.
overcome those defeated
Right,
mindsets.
right, absolutely. And Doc, I have to say, and ladies and gentlemen, this is why coaching and training and having a mentor in your life is key. Doc, that's probably the only thing that helped me, man, is that I got a lot of great mentors, as you know, some of them. I got a lot of great people that I'm around on a regular basis, and that helps. That helps a lot too, as well, because they have these concepts, they have these levels of lifestyle that I like, and I learn and respect them and honor them as well. So the key is to be around the right people too, guys. You can't stay around the same people that you grew up with necessarily, folks. You're gonna have to get some new consultants, if you will, new trainers, new coaches, mentors, whatever. And Doc, more than anything else, please at least get a mentor that you can interview, somebody that you may not know them, but you have to interview them. But please, guys, that's where Doc comes at us too as well. So if you don't have a coach or a trainer, at least learn more about how to get that started in your life as well, guys. So Doc's on Facebook, guys, under Optimum Leadership Coach. Also, he's on Instagram and TikTok under his name as well, Dr. Larry Carnes. Guys, if you if you don't have, if you have any challenges or getting that information, let me know. I'll be glad to share that with you as well, but specifically
Mm.
on Facebook DM them, say, hey, doc, tell me more about the power transformation. Tell me more about your coaching. Tell me more about your training. Get that appointment set up, guys. And we're talking, doc, we talk about organizations, associations, employers, right? HR people that need to bring somebody in to talk to their network as well. And of course, any group on the planet as well. And so I highly recommend you at least get in touch with Doc or contact me. I'll make sure he gets that information as well. Very
Yeah,
important.
yeah, it's an interesting thing. I don't know if I shared. I was down at the health food store getting some soursop and some
Yeah.
probiotics.
Yeah.
Did I
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
about that?
Yeah. About the gentleman that
Yeah,
recognized you. Yeah.
yeah. Now, see, that's something. Now, the other thing here,
Yeah.
I was speaking yesterday to
Hmm.
very successful person, very
Yeah.
successful,
Yeah.
and the person as we're talking, this
Hmm.
individual, not very successful person.
Hmm.
And during the process of communicating, he said, well, I never considered an HBCU when I went to school because I did not know about HBCUs.
Right.
He's
Right.
coming from born in another country, but he did not know about HBCUs.
Right.
Very intelligent person. Well, this
Mhm.
person gets accepted into Harvard,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
now, but here's the thing about it. Once he got accepted into Harvard,
Mm-hmm.
watch this now. The academic excellence in Harvard,
Hmm.
he says, in many cases, isn't any greater than the academic excellence at some HBCUs. It's the
Interesting.
name and the legacy.
Yeah.
And then I heard one other person saying this,
Right.
who's Af
Right.
who's a Black American.
Yeah.
She said, once I got into Harvard, I came
Yeah.
to understand
Right.
you're not here because you're smarter. You're here because you are of a different persuasion. Because
Mm.
I know some folk that I just came from.
Mm-hmm.
They could tear this thing up,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Wow.
Transformation, the
Mm-hmm.
processes of transformation. Never compare yourself
Right.
with someone else
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of where they've been and where you
Yeah.
haven't been.
Woo. Wow.
You better
Yeah.
listen to me.
Yeah.
You need to
Wow.
stand on the morals of your accomplishments
Mm-hmm.
because it took just as much for you to accomplish what you accomplished as
Mm-hmm.
it did for them to accomplish what they accomplished. And
Yeah.
in many cases, they had an advantage that were not privileged to.
Right.
So you take your stepping stones
Mm-hmm.
and you turn them into generational transformational nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pass those things on. That's why transformation isn't transactional. Transformation is legacy.
Yeah.
Very
Wow.
important.
I love it, Doc. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go. Appreciate your time today. We trust that you got some nuggets there. Doc's always dropping some platinum, gold, and silver nuggets on the network here. So we trust that you guys, thank you so much for the TikTok family. You guys are just soaking this up too as well. We hope you guys, specifically the younger generation, we hope you guys are learning a few things, but you need to probably get a coach, right? You got to get a trainer. Don't forget that, guys. Matter of fact, I just thought about this, Doc, for the young people out there who may be in college now or graduating soon. Get some of your colleagues together, right? And give Doc a call. Y'all could come in as a group or something like that and say, hey, Doc, we got a few questions here. We're getting ready to enter the workforce. We're getting ready to enter into business together, whatever it is. You're going to need a little coaching, folks. You're going to need a little trainer to help you out, or just a mentor, even in some cases. Doc's an excellent mentor at all levels, folks, in that area as well. So thank you so much again, Doc, for what you do. Wow, incredible, incredible.
Thank
Hey,
you. Thank
guys,
you.
appreciate you. Hey, guys, we got to go. Hey, we want you guys to share this out on all your social media platforms. Remember, there's nothing you can't do, folks. Also, to remember, guys, that the power transformation is real It works every day. I am a living witness of that every day. I get excited because I want to know more, what I can do, what I can learn, what I can move forward, and so forth, and also how we can help others as we move forward as well at the same time. So that's what this is all about, Go. It's not just about us; it's about you as well, folks. So we want you to move forward and find your real self. Find out who you are, folks. You should be in hot pursuit of finding a real you each and every day. I love it. Well, Doc, thank you for your time today, guys, and appreciate you so much. Sure.
Optimum blessings and thank you.
Hey, amen, Doc. I received the optimum blessing. Hey, guys, don't forget to share this out on all social media platforms. And thank you so much for that in advance. Hey, normally we're here on Mondays and Fridays around 12 noon. It's a great day today. Enjoy today and also have a powerful weekend. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time on your Midday Moment with Dr. Larry Carnes, Elder Kevin Vaughan. God bless you, everybody. Take care. And don't forget, guys, there's nothing you can't do. Put your mind to it and get to it. Bye-bye.